Hey everybody, I'm here with Justin True. Justin, we're both Oregonians, but we're both abroad and we're both triathletes. Tell me, who is Justin True? What do you do and why are we here today?
Oh man, who is Justin True? That's a question I've always asked myself. That was my username for so long online because I get such a good question on who you are. Like, I think that's all we're really all trying to find out is who we are. And my thing with doing this triathlon coming up, which is like technically, I guess, the US's largest triathlon, we're going to kind of rename it to be more personal, like the True Triathlon. But to me, it's always just cheesy using my last name. But anyways, it's about an 86 to 100-mile swim across the tip of the Bermuda Triangle from Bimini, Bahamas to Miami. And it could be 100 if I drift super far. I'm not the fastest swimmer, so I probably will. So it'll look like a longer swim than what it is. And then a bike ride from Miami to San Diego, which is about 3,000 miles, give or take a couple hundred, and aiming at minimum 200 miles a day. And then hopefully that should be about 14 days. And then the run is a 600-mile run from San Diego to San Francisco, crossing the Golden Gate Bridge for the finish. And it's kind of like a cool coming home to party because that's kind of where I'm from initially, is Northern Bay area. So it'll be kind of cool, like crossing over that line after like the biggest thing that I've ever like set out to do. It'll be just kind of special finishing it near home. The other things that I've done have always just kind of been like around the world where I don't really have anybody close to me. I just do it myself. Then I pack my bags and leave. But yeah, basically these have all just been to try to figure out who I am. I've dealt with a lot of mental health issues in the past with just a rough upbringing. And so digging into these endurance events that just really put myself in that, just solitude, confined, by myself. I have no one else to talk to. It's just myself talking back and forth and just really peeling back the layers of your life and figuring out why you tick and how you tick. And yeah, I found out a lot about myself doing these. I've had to dig really deep in order to keep going. And yeah, I just always want to keep pushing the envelope now to figure out more because it's kind of like a drug. Like it's super hard mentally and emotionally to like dig into your life. And I think a lot of us stray away from it. But the more you do it and the more comfortable you become with being uncomfortable, the more addicting it gets. And you just want to keep figuring out how to get there.
So Justin, are you saying you're confronting, if you've had a bit of a rough past, you're confronting that through that physical stimulation and that you're forcing yourself to reflect on yourself. I mean, I've been in that pain. All of us have been in that position physically where we're saying, what am I doing? Why am I here? And I'm asking myself who I am and why I belong here and what the reason is. But it sounds like you have something deeper than that, something more fundamental that you're forcing yourself to corner.
Yeah, I feel like we're tougher than what we could ever imagine. And I think of all the stuff that I've gone through in my life. I've been completely tortured and beaten by my brother. Like we're talking knives, any sort of weapon you can think about, waterboarding, torching. He locked me in a dog kennel for like a day or two. And that was literally everyday stuff. And obviously I was so stubborn that I was naive enough and I guess stupid enough to keep talking back to him. But I was just stubborn. I just would never quit. And no matter how much he beat on me, I kept getting up and I kept smiling through it because I knew it just ate at him more. And that just like is the surface level of things that have happened in the past. But yeah, you're right. Like I do these challenges in order to kind of battle that. And I see how tough I am. Like there's always tougher times. We can always keep pushing through it. No matter how many days, if I'm stuck in a dog kennel, like, yeah, today sucks. And tomorrow is probably going to suck too, because I'm probably going to be hungry, but eventually your day is going to come where it's going to be great. And that's kind of like what this triathlon kind of represents is, I'm in the ocean and there's going to be ups and downs of waves throwing me around, but I have my eyes set on the horizon and I have to keep going. And maybe the whole swim might suck. But eventually the bike's going to come and we'll see how that goes. That might be great. And if that sucks, maybe the run might come. That might be great. And so it's always just a message to keep fighting for tomorrow because you never know when your day is actually going to come. to where you're going to be happy you kept pushing. And that's kind of something I learned through my childhood of like battling through a lot of adversity. Was eventually your day is going to come where it's going to make you smile and be like, damn, I'm glad I pushed through all this.
Amazing, Justin. Well, that's a great attitude. When is this planned for? When is this going to be?
So initially it was supposed to be in May 2022 or May 2021, because I drafted this up in January 2021 and obviously no time to prepare at all. I was looking for photographers. I was planning out logistics and everything. And I just eventually word got around, kind of, I guess, how you found me as well. A production team got a hold of me and was like, hey, we want to make this into something really big, into a documentary. And, you know, I was pretty taken back by it that, you know, somebody wants to make my story something special. I just think I'm a normal dude. And so, yeah, it was pretty humbling and pretty honored to have that opportunity. And kind of digging into them, I see how legit they are. I'm like, oh man, this is going to be real. And so they said that in order to craft this story, it needs more time. It needs a more run. It needs a bigger runway to get ready, to bring awareness to the cause that I'm doing it for, which is mental health awareness, which is May is Mental Health Awareness Month. If it's as important to me as I say it is, it should have a proper runway. And any of the challenges I've done before, whether it's a triathlon, like carrying a weight or pulling a car for a marathon, like I've always done those with maybe like 2 weeks or 2 months notice. And then I just get after it. And then I wonder why, like, I didn't raise enough awareness or raise enough money for the charity I was doing it for. It's because I don't give it enough time. So we've pushed this to May 2022, which as an athlete, I hate that. I want to do it like right now. But obviously for preparation purposes, my swim is dialing in so I can be more efficient. And that's pretty much what my focus is right now, is just perfecting the swim. Because that is, if I can't do the swim, I can't do any of it. So yeah, it's going to be May 2022, May 1st.
Well, welcome to the club, Justin. I don't think everybody's so strong in the swim, but I'm sure you've been through other things, and you know, you'll get there. Where can people go if they want to find out more about this? Do you have a website or somewhere they should follow you?
Yeah. So my website is whoisjtrue.com. I haven't changed that yet. Still figuring out it. And so whoisjtrue.com. And then my Instagram is @therealjustintrue. And those are probably about the two places. YouTube, I'm roughly on there, trying to get on there more. But if you just figure out or type in, you know, Justin True or Who is J True or so on and so forth, some things will come up.
All right, Justin. Well, best of luck. I'm sure you're going to smash this, and I hope it's awesome. I'm sure it will be. I'll be following you.
Awesome. Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Justin.
Thank you.